India test-fires the Brahmos Missile, which is the fastest missile in the world, from its Navy ship, and also India urgently buys the winter kits from the US to stay on with China in the coming winter. India has bought the high-altitude warfare kits from the US on the urgent basis, officials with the knowledge of the matter said. The sign that the South Asian country is preparing for an extended winter deployment after the talks to ease tensions along its border with China was stalled. The Indian Army used an agreement with the US which allows the two militaries to need the logistical assistance from each other, like buying fuels and spare parts for the battleships and aircraft for the transactions, said an official, asking not to be identified given the rules of chatting with the media. The Logistics Exchange Memorandum Agreement, signed in August of 2016, aims to plug the interoperability between the two militaries. India so far sources the high-altitude kits for its defense forces mainly from the Europe or China. The Indian Army didn't discuss or give a comment on buying the high-altitude warfare kits from the US, but confirmed the visit of one of its top officials or generals to the US, according to the Indian media. India on Sunday successfully test-fired the Brahmos supersonic missile from the indigenous built fleet destroyer INS Chennai, with the weapon hitting a pre-designated target with the Arabian Sea, the defense minister said during a statement. The missile range has 290 kilometers and it's an Indo-Russian venture and has an land and air and naval variants. The missile hit the target with a pinpoint accuracy after performing in a high-level and very complex maneuvers. Brahmos, as a prime strike weapon, will confirm the warship's invisibility by engaging the naval surface targets at the long ranges, thus making the destroyer another lethal platform for the Indian Navy. The missile features a top speed of Mach 2.8, nearly 3 times the speed of sound. Defense Minister of India, Mr. Rajnath Singh, congratulated the DRDO of India, Brahmos, and therefore the Indian Navy for the successful launch. India has test-fired a string of weapons during the last 2 months within midst of continuous tensions with China within the sensitive Ladakh sector. The Sunday's test came after days after India test-fired an extended range of Brahmos supersonic missile which hit targets 400 kilometers away. The range has been increased from prevailing 290 kilometers. The extended range variant was tested from the integrated range at Balasore of India in Odisha in September of 2030. The configuration of prevailing missile, the world's fastest supersonic missile, has been tweaked to reinforce its range. Increasing the missile's range became possible after India's induction into the Missile Technology Control Regime, or the MTCR, in 2016 of June. Commissioned into the Navy in November of 2016, the 7,500-ton INS Chennai incorporates a new design concept for improved survivability, sleek, and maneuverability. The warship can carry 16 Brahmos missiles in 2 8-cell vertical launch system, besides other sophisticated weapons and sensors. The other weapons recently tested by the India included replacement versions of the nuclear-capable hypersonic Shor-I missile, with variation of 750 kilometers, and therefore the anti-radiation missile or the Rudram to bring down the enemy radars and surveillance systems. So what do you think of India successfully test-fires the Brahmos supersonic's world's fastest missile, and India urgently buys the winter kits to stay alert on China's intrusion? A new report's finding shows China claims all of Galwan Valley of India. The US and India conducts a PASEX naval exercise in the Indian Ocean region, and the UK to send an aircraft carrier to the South China Sea. Indian Navy is wanted by Philippines in the South China Sea. In the recent news report by an Indian media, The Hindu said, the tents which China PLA set up in the Galvan Valley in the 2020 March-April is beyond Beijing's territory as well as the China's claim of LAC by the China. This shows its expansionist behavior. According to the official records of 1960, says the Indian media newspaper The Hindu. Also, according to Nirupama Rao, the former Foreign Secretary of India, said the China wants to increase its old LAC boundary line by claiming whatever the area it needed so that they dominate the other country. As India's military bases and the roads passes by near the LAC, China wants 24 hours peak look at India is what doing. That's why they are blocking India's Finger 4 area and China claims it's theirs. On the while, as we said before, India and the US Navy held a naval exercise in the Indian Ocean region near the Malacca Strait. India also had a similar naval exercise with Japan and France. India, US, Japan and Australia are going to conduct the biggest Malabar exercise in the coming months. As the US and India are sending a clear message to China, UK has also joined the list. UK Navy is also sending its aircraft carrier HMS Queen Elizabeth to South China Sea in the coming months. According to the Times of India, already the US Navy aircraft carrier USS Nimitz and the Ronald Reagan are in the South China Sea and in the Indian Ocean. As China increases intrusion into the Indian Ocean region in the name of Pirates Watch and claiming all of the South China Sea by bullying its neighbor, Philippines now said, according to the talk between India and Philippines in the recent past, it wants the Indian Navy in the Philippine Sea of South China Sea against China. So what do you think of India-US Navy exercise against China? Well, the UK and Australia to join the India's way, Philippines wants Indian Navy. What's your thought?
Colony? Post your comments below. And if you like this video, please give a thumbs up. And follow us on social networks. And subscribe to our channel. And thanks for watching. This is WC Daily. Think big, think different. Bye.